What's going on, guys? In today's video I'll be showing you how I went from silver to platinum in less than a month. Now before we get into this video, I would love to ask if you can hit that like button just so this can get to more people. But anyway, let's not waste no time and get into this video. Now the first step I can give you is basically aim training. Now a lot of people practice on aim labs, some practice in the practice range, and some practice I don't know where, but they practice. Now the best tip I can give you is play death matches, because death matches is basically going to train your game sense. It's going to train everything, your aim especially, and game sense is the most important thing, so it's going to practice that all in a whole. So I would suggest playing at least 2 death matches or about 60 minutes of death matches every day, and that should basically get you prepared for your competitive matches. Now for the second tip that I can give you is be confident, but also be patient, because so many people, they have the confidence to basically just push the whole team and think that they're going to get all their kills. No. You need to be patient when playing your matches, because being patient is basically being smart in Valorant. Because confidence is going to give you that, that drive to basically get that kill, so that you don't play scared, because that's the most thing. You don't want to be playing scared, but you also want to play patient, so don't rush your team. Now one tip that I can give you, and this is a very valuable tip, and this is basically to be predictable. Now what I mean by predictable is you basically want to play the whole Valorant match through your head. So you want to predict things. For example, you want to predict this team is basically going to plant A, and then they're going to plant the bomb where you want it to be planted. Then you're basically going to find a way to attack, or if you're defending, you want to find a way to defend, because you basically want to play the whole game through your head. And that's a good tip. Now this tip is not for low ranks, these are tips are for higher ranks, for example, and those players are basically a lot predictable, because you need to be predictable. So being predictable is a very good tip. For example, knowing what's going to happen and just like thinking the game through and playing it through your brain, so that you have a plan, every game plan for every round, for example. And also another thing that you can do is basically switch up your game plan. If you do this, then basically do the next. And it's almost like the saying, don't let people know your next move. But yeah, all you need to do is basically just be predictable. And coming to the third tip that is actually very important is play as a team. Now playing as a team is the most important thing. If you watch any pro player, they are playing as a team. Why are they playing as a team? Because this is the most important thing that they use, and that is called communication. Now communication is the most important thing. Every pro player needs to communicate with a team. For example, if you basically see someone at A site, you want to call it out. If you shoot a Jett or a Reyna or anyone on the team and you shoot them to 60, you want to basically tell the team, because I see so many people not telling the teammates that they shot a Jett or anyone on the team. So once you shoot a Jett and you see they're on 60, you basically want to call it out to your team and tell your team, so that your team know. Now coming to the fourth tip, and this is called positioning and repositioning. Now positioning is actually important, because if you have stupid and silly positioning, you're definitely gonna die. Like I swear you're gonna die. So what you want to do with positioning is basically you want to put yourself in a position that you have the advantage to kill someone. For example, not running out of corners and just swinging every angle badly. No. You want to practice your positioning so that you have the advantage. Always stay undercover and always like be undercover, so that when you shoot a person, then it's time to think about the repositioning. Then you want to basically repositioning. So these are basically the two, and these are called being smart. So you basically want to definitely implement that into your games, position and repositioning. Now coming to the fifth tip that I can give you is the most important tip of all, and that is called being consistent. Now I know I'm not even consistent, but if you want to be consistent and you want to be a pro player, you need to be consistent. For example, if I train 1 month and play again Valorant next year, I'm never going to be consistent. So anyway, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks just like this. But anyway, I'm out.